Let's enter the Matrix. So, this is the Matrix, and your synapses light up as you connect your consciousness to the digital world. Although you aren't jacked in like Johnny, the sensation is overwhelming and electrifying. You can only imagine the way it feels for him. So, this is the Matrix. So, the Matrix is you are always in combat. You're always in combat. You always have ability points to spend. This meter here is your detection rate. If this gets to full, shit gets crazy. So we want to keep that as low as possible. We actually have an ability to do that, which is suppression. And that's actually the first thing I'm going to do, because I need to be casting this as much as possible. But it works kind of the same way that it does in real combat. I have a set of abilities I can use at any point that take up a certain amount of ability points. I have items that I can use. In this case, I have more programs that can help me. So basically, I get a second body onto the field. You're basically a shaman in that regard. But yeah, it's very, very similar to how combat system works. These things are portals that'll take you to next parts of the stage. And all of these take you to different places. But first things first, we're going to run up here. The data store is ahead, defended by intrusion countermeasures. This is going to be really interesting because every single trip into the... Oh, I just realized I'm covering up the bar. Well, there's not much there to see, really, so... doesn't really matter. This is going to be interesting because my first experience with this was terrible. I was absolutely terrible at running this place. It was really bad. Okay, so I can see two of them. What have we got? White ice sentry, and more white ice. Okay, so white ice deals damage to your avatar, right? It deals damage to this bar here. But black ice actually damages your real-world body, which is a big problem. But for now, we're fine. So, yeah, I'm going to use Sniffer. I'm just going to hide behind this cover. This thing here is a melee, thing, so as long as I keep my distance from it, I'm fine. I'm actually going to summon my attacker program here. So this essentially works like a shaman summon, except you don't lose ability points to have it active. Tar bomb. And the tar bomb actually keeps that in place, so this is not going to deal any damage to me anytime soon. And I tell you what, you're going to see a lot of misses in this place because misses are plenty. Every time I've been in the Matrix, I've lost entire encounters to like hundreds of misses. It's insane. Alright, so we're going to use our ability here to do a little bit of extra damage. Shit, he's got a shield. Oh, well, there's not much I can really do about that now. I've got 3 turns until suppression, so I should still be able to make this... work. There we go. Can't use tar yet, so I guess I'm just using normal strikes. Wow, this thing is dealing 75 damage? Wow. Alright, this thing is actually just a support, so it's actually going to die really easily. So I basically cleared this area now. I basically cleared this area now. Save for the misses. Alright, you know what, we're just gonna dive right in because this thing can't deal damage. Gonna run right at it. What up? Jeez, this is actually more powerful than the ones I used in Dragonfall. Oh, come on. There we go. Now we can access the data store. DNA match located. We got a hit. Good. Arrest record database. Subject: Silius Forsberg. Status: deceased. Of course this guy would be dead. Profession, chop shop, surgical assistant. Priors, breaking and entering, 2 counts. Public indecency, 1 count. Brought in for questioning on accusations of unlicensed plastic surgery. No charges were filed. Great. 100% match to a dead man. Awesome. Okay, so we're gonna move back. I think this turn I can cast Suppression again. Yes, I can. I'm gonna do that immediately. That's one of the biggest things I need to do constantly, is use Suppression, because if this bar gets filled... Yes, so essentially we've got a dead guy killing people, which doesn't sound as outlandish as it is, but it's still odd that I've got 2 more hits on the name Silas Forsberg. Alright. We're going to stack up on the arc here because I don't like entering this place without action points. And you have to spend 1 action point to get in there. Okay, so we've got a couple of ranged guys. Unfortunately, they're really far away, so it's going to be hard to hit them. I think we're just going to stack up together. And Johnny Clean is going to take a pot shot. 28%, Jesus. Keep your fingers crossed. No, missed. And apparently they either don't see me, or... Oh, cat wants out. 1 second. Okay, yeah. Okay. Squeaky chair. Alright, we're gonna take this one out first. You know, if I didn't know any better, I would say that these things aren't actually active. The funny thing is that, like, they actually disappear halfway across. So, like, but if the journey is long enough, it's just agonizing. It's like... And then you're like, oh... Or, like, you're just waiting for it to hit the middle, and it's, like, coming, and you're like, please miss, please miss, please miss, please miss, please miss. Damn it! Trust me, there are enough runs in the Matrix that I'm probably gonna rage a few times. Step out in the middle here, get a better shot. Okay. Wow, this thing is really accurate. Not enough points. I feel like this is a trap. Have I got... No, suppression's next turn. Autopsy records. Silas Forsberg. Notes. Subject was found overdosed on half a dozen different sedatives. Several anti-anxiety medications were also found in his system. Face was mutilated, possibly self-inflicted. Identity could not be confirmed immediately due to the disfigurement. Had to check dental records to confirm. No next of kin. Okay. So... They couldn't identify him by pure visuals. They had to use dental records. Large puncture wounds were found in several places on the body, possibly large bore surgical needles. Body had been decomposing for several weeks before the landlord noticed the smell and called the police when no one answered the door. This keeps getting weirder. Yeah, you got that right. Alright, just gonna run back here. Run my program up as well. So, last place we need to go is down here. But before we do that... Oh wait, I still gotta... Suppression! Let's keep that alert down. I am actually gonna run the program through here because he should be fine moving through that. I probably should have stepped through before, actually. That was a bit of a mistake. Alright. End turn, let's jump into it. What do we got? Couple of melees. So I'm actually going to sit back as far as I can. increase my chance to hit. And I'm actually going to wait for these two to stack up so that I can use the tar bomb that this attacker program has. I'm going to take a pot shot though. Oh yeah, can we take a double pot shot? One time! Yes! The rolls are real. And another white sentry that misses. Okay, first things first. Tar bomb. Just to make sure this thing doesn't move. And I can actually... Well, actually, we can kill it here. Yep, dead. Attack again. Oh, it missed. Come on. Yes. Well, all incoming damage is 0, so get wrecked. Newsnet archive. One return on subject. The body of Silas Forsberg, Chop Shop's surgical assistant, was found in an apartment in Snohomish earlier this week. The body had been there for as long as a month when Forsberg's landlord noticed a rancid smell and contacted authorities. Lone Star representatives have issued a statement saying Forsberg's death has been ruled a suicide. According to reports, his body, a massive puncture wounds, and the cause of death was determined to be an overdose of anti-stress medications and sedatives. The man's employer claims he was a dedicated employee, though he suffered from bouts of depression. Forsberg's next of kin could not be located, but the attorney appointed to his estate has located a will written weeks prior, leaving all of his belongings to his psychiatrist. Okay. The identity of the psychiatrist has not been released due to privacy concerns. Yet another sad end to a life, and it is far too common here in this role. Yeah, that might be something we can go on. It's probably the only thing we can actually go on, but I digress. So we need to find this guy's psychiatrist, basically. Oh, and that ends our first trip into the Matrix. Much less frustrating than the first time I did it. So here's what we know. Our DNA evidence belongs to a dead man whose death was never explained. He worked with chop shops, which fits with the living guy that you've met. The Newsnet says he left his estate to his psychiatrist. Maybe finding out his psychiatrist was... Maybe finding out who his psychiatrist was... Oh, okay. Maybe finding out who his psychiatrist was will give us our next clue. My gut says we can deck into the medical board's records and reverse trace to find this doctor. Punch it, man. Alright, we're going back in. Let's do it. Alright, first things first, suppression. Cool. Let's go. Ah, okay. We've already got a Sparky. So a Sparky is an enemy that charges up over time and deals a lot of... What the fuck? Oh my god, okay. So, I just tried to click on this, but there was a Skype, like, little notification that someone had come online behind the screen, and for some reason it clicked through. That's weird. So I'm immediately going to get my attacker program out, because I'm going to need help taking care of this thing. Immediately attack at full force. Of course I miss. Lovely. Tar bomb, yeah, that's got a large chance to hit. I wonder if we can get both of them. Yep. Okay, both cannot move. Yeah, it is weird. It is a bit bizarre. Gonna immediately heal ourselves back up. Oh, and in the Matrix, you don't have HP, you have IP. Insert IP pun here. But basically, your heals heal you for fixed amounts of IP, and there's no such thing as a wound, which makes a lot of sense. So we're just going to kill this thing outright, and of course we miss again. Come on. One time. Yes. Alright, medical board 1. Patient records. Celius Forsberg. Medical records file for Celius Forsberg located. Alright. Here we've got some reading. 2020 to 2030. Pediatric record, partial. One particular pediatrician's entry stands out from the rest. Child suffers from a chronic depression and social anxiety, most likely caused by his physical abnormalities. We've seen many cases like this recently with the outbreak of changeling children. Changeling? With the apparent physiology we're seeing, there is no telling what sort of brain functions are affected. Prescribed a series of sedatives last year that seems to have no effect, upping the dosage. Okay, hang on a minute. Is this suggesting that this Silas guy was a changeling? We're gonna keep reading. Data missing or corrupted. Fantastic. 2040 to present. The file is quite large and takes well over an hour to read. The final entry, however, is the most significant. It is written by Dr. Henry Holmes. Silas has overcome significant mental disorders and no longer goes through periods of violent episodes. Latest medications have proven especially effective, but I believe that being treated by another elf has significantly impacted his treatment. Unfortunately, my efforts to maintain an emotional boundary with him have proven challenging. He has bonded to me in an unhealthy and frankly an unnerving way. His hero worship exhibits itself in the form of mimic speech patterns and adopting my dress. Okay. That's pretty obvious what's going on here. I'm assigning another doctor to his case. Leave the database. Dr. Holmes. Let's keep going and find out where he works. So, this thing is a change. This guy apparently seems to be a changeling. Not only that, but he started imitating his psychiatrist, who he left all his belongings to. And apparently he was found dead, mangled, and the only way they could actually identify him was dental records. Sounds to me like there's some foul play here. Watch out, that black ice could fry us. Yeah, so this is black ice. Not any more powerful, but they're dangerous because they deal damage to you in real time, or in the real world. And in a lot of cases, especially in Dragonfall, what you'll find is you'll get missions where someone has to deck in, and you've got the rest of your team. You've got the rest of your team. You've got the rest of your team like protecting them, and they'll take damage in real life. And if you're not in position to heal them, if they take too much damage, the mission's essentially over because no one else will be able to jack in. So, first things first, Sniffer, increase our accuracy. Also going to get the attacker into here. He's got pretty good sight on that white one, so we're going to hit him first. Ugh, 48. Oh, still might get him. Oh, one more time. That missed. Damn it. Damn it. Got him. Easy. Alright. This has been going really smoothly. Employment records located. Henry Hollings. Henry Hollings Holmes. MD, PhD. Check current employment status. Current employment status. Dr. Henry Holmes currently holds the position of Chief Psychiatrist and Administrator at Mercy Mental Hospital, Snohomish, Washington, UCAS. The roles are real. Yeah, I know. I was getting really lucky there. Okay, check previous employers. 2030 to 2040 private practice. He was an attending psychiatrist at that place, and now he's the resident psychiatrist. Alright. Bingo, back to meat space. And I only have one move. Okay, so we're done here. So, it would seem that, at least putting 2 and 2 together, it seems like this guy imitated his doctor, because apparently he was a, reality is at the end of the day contextual, and as the meat world comes back into your focus, your head once again tries to settle on which world is the real one. While the philosophical question lingers, your meat body demands food and drink. You disconnect from your deck to find that the Union's safe house has risen. Cool. So it looks like this guy this thing, because apparently it's a changeling. It looks like he faked his own death and took on the guise of his psychiatrist. Because it would explain why all his things went to the psychiatrist. It matches up with a lot of behavior he exhibited before the last records. So I think that's pretty much what happened. Or at least it seems that way. We're going to have a look at some guns. Despite the hour, Buster is fastidiously put together in another wrinkle-free suit. He shows every indication that he's been up for hours, sunk to his elbow in a dozen crates, each containing objects of sinister matte black hidden beneath curls of straw-coloured packing foam. The foam flies about as he inventories the shipment, clinging to every surface except for Buster's immaculate suit. Just in time, I've got a whole slew of new toys in from a supplier back east, factory fresh and still smelling of the mother's gun oil. Maybe there's something in this batch that you'd be interested in. Maybe there is. Let's have a look. Probably something I don't have the thing for. Yeah, a specialist assault rifle used by Corp spec units, slightly more accurate than its competitors. Okay. Well, it deals a little bit more damage, so that's immediately, a pull. Unfortunately, I need 4 ranged combat to have any of those, so probably going to give it a miss for now. That likely means that everyone else is updated, so I'm going to make a quick rounds looking for armor in that. And we do have more armor. What the hell? Jesus. Mage wear for those that live on the streets. Willpower is not what I need. Strength is not what I need. Quickness is definitely not what I need. Oh no, here we go. Tribal uniform of the urban shaman. Grants 1 charisma and 1 spirit control. Hell yes. I will take that. And maybe we'll stop being half black now. Yep. Aw, yeah. Everyone has to wear glasses in the Matrix. I'm gonna check with Mr. kind of not in this universe. Alernan looks the same as always, so much so that one may wonder if he ever takes time to eat or sleep. Perhaps his presence on this plane of existence is insubstantial enough that he isn't subject to those such base needs. Or perhaps he just does these things when no one is looking. Yes, and I have actual pants now, rather than like a roby sort of thing. What's new in the world of magic? Spirits are stirring. Something has upset the natural order. There is something new. Different. What is it this time? Would that I knew. The spirits speak in riddles. They leave me with more questions than answers. But there is something else out there. Something not born of life, as other spirits are. Shaking his head, Alernan opens his clasped hands to you as if begging forgiveness. Too often this world leaves us confounded. I pray I have not left you in such a state with my idle musings. Can I be of service to you? I don't know, can you? Conjuring. Holy Fire Barrier Batman. We also got Lightning Barrier. Need level 6 Conjuring. 4 rounds instead. Wait, don't I already have... What's the haste I already have? Oh, that's 2 turns. Oh, hell yeah. More haste. I'm actually going to preemptively buy this as well, because I'm soon going to have enough to get that. So, but I'm also going to get Lightning Barrier, because that's pretty damn good. And we've got higher force elemental fetishes too. Sitting in a lot of money, but I know that I actually need it because I'm going to be hiring teams from now on, and it's going to cost like, I think about roughly $3 grand a mission. So I need to keep an eye on that. Bloody dog. In fact, I might just call it here, because it's almost dinner time. I didn't realize how late it was. Creates a shadow zone in which characters cannot be targeted nor target others. Yeah, I don't think I want slow. Confirm those. So Fire Barrier I can't get. Well, we take out Haste because we no longer need that. I'm going to put Lightning Barrier. Is there any reason to have Lightning Barrier instead of Air Barrier? Anyone that enters takes 1 AP damage. Anyone that enters takes -6 and... Okay. I gotta hit the haste soon too. It's about 3:30. Oh yeah. Where would you be then? You're like... 3 hours. You must be on like, West Coast America? Maybe? That sounds about right. What's that? Yeah. I'm gonna take a guess. Like, I'm not entirely sure, but... we're gonna leave the rest of those. Actually, there's no reason for me to carry this around anymore. Central America. Oh, okay. I was close. I had the America right. Yeah, so we're gonna keep it like that. I'm also gonna sell some stuff real quick, because I'm pretty sure... Yeah, we're gonna sell Air Barrier, because there's no reason we have that anymore. I'm gonna sell all that old stuff. I'm actually gonna sell this grenade, because there's no way I'm ever making use of a grenade. I'm actually going to sell that elemental. I'm actually going to sell this too. Get some gold up. Now, I mean, money up. I'm actually going to get a Force 3 air fetish. And that'll be dumped into my inventory. Cool. And then I'm actually going to go and grab a better quality trauma kit. Just one glance is all you need to tell that the good doctor is exhausted. Her crumpled scrubs are stained with a mix of blood and other fluids too colourful to be naturally occurring in the human body. Her eyes are those of a person who has built up a substantial sleep debt and has no idea when or how to begin paying it off. I'm not one to talk, but you look like Drek. Afraid there isn't much I can do for that. Now what can I do for you? Oh, Doc Castle snaps her fingers and calls forth the spirit normally seen perched on her shoulder. It appears from out of the ether, and the doctor immediately seems less fatigued than when she was a moment before. Oh. Medical supplies. Jesus Christ, 1k. I think we'll go with the gold one, honestly. Yep. Actually, we might also grab another med kit, because they're relatively cheap. Alright, that should do it. Never mind. What do we do now? Well, I can't really remember, so, I'm gonna leave it off there. Whoops. How do I drag the screen? There we go. So, yeah, we're gonna leave it here for now. What is our next objective? Talk to Johnny and Fry about the case. Oh, okay, so I have to go back up there, but we'll hold that off for now, because I've got to get going and eat. Because that is pretty damn important. So I'm probably going to be continuing this next few days. I don't see a reason why I shouldn't be able to. I was streamed a little bit less than I wanted to today because of Evo, but Evo is Evo. So, I'll be doing my Hearthstone stuff later on tonight. As per usual, we're going to go through with another quest and see if we can work up that gold. And tomorrow I'll likely be doing the same thing around the same time. So until then, Fallen, thank you for joining me today, and thank you for anyone watching in the archives. I hope you enjoyed this part of the Let's Play, and we're going to continue on and try and unravel the mystery of the Emerald City Killer, the Emerald City Ripper. I almost did a perfect finish right until then. But for now, thank you guys for coming, and I shall see you all next time.